Coming up tonight on WIS News Primetime, a face you may not recognize immediately, but a voice that will never be forgotten. Known as the quarterback of radio, Doug Williams spent his years behind the mic spreading joy. Though he unfortunately passed, the impact that he's had on the lives and careers of others lives on.
Plus, former South Carolina Governor David Beasley served our state from 1995 to 1999. Now he is making a shift to have a different impact in our community in a whole new way. He joins us live in our primetime studio tonight to talk about that next chapter. WIS News Primetime starts right now.
Live from Columbia, South Carolina, this is WIS News Primetime.
Well, good evening. Thanks so much for joining us for WIS News Primetime. I'm Greg Adeline.
And I'm Judy Gatson. We are delighted to have you with us every weekday at 7:30 to share untold stories of kindness, community, and hope across the Midlands.
And tonight we turn to the legacy and impact of a voice heard across South Carolina airwaves for decades.
I had the pleasure of knowing him personally. Doug Williams, more affectionately known as the quarterback of radio, recently passed away at the age of 63. Through his loyal listeners and supporters are mourning his loss. They will forever remember the impact that he had in our community.
Our Sam Shapiro joins us now as he tells us more about the lives and careers that he's impacted throughout his life.
Really an incredible guy, Sam.
Absolutely. I learned that today, fortunately, Judy. Born November 18th, 1960, on-air radio DJ and personality Doug Williams used his voice to promote businesses and uplift the careers of many. His career in radio, in the radio industry, stretched over 40 years.
Wow.
Don't forget to join me, Doug Williams, and the KISS Crew live this Thursday, 5 until...
Providing people with an opportunity to shine. That was one thing Doug Williams specialized in through his work. He was the voice for many businesses in South Carolina, using his platform on KISS 103 to promote small businesses across the Midlands. Starting at KISS 103.1 in 2002, Williams would go on to serve as program director before retiring in 2018. Following his retirement, Doug would start his own variety radio show called The Showgram. One of his former colleagues and friends, Johnny Green, recalls the friendly competition he and Williams had working together at KISS.
I like doing production. He liked doing production. So he would hear a commercial that I produced, and he would say, oh, I have to step my game up. And I'd hear one he did, and I say, oh, you okay, I see what you're doing, and you're going to make me work, So it was a friendly competition we had.
Green and Williams worked together for over 12 years. During that span, they helped KISS grow as a station. They would become the #1 station in Columbia just 2 years after working there together.
The fondest memory I can say is finding out that we were #1, and how proud he was of all the work that we put in and that he put into it to get the station where it needed to be.
The impact Doug left was infectious as he provided others with opportunity. Trey Taylor was one of those people who would come down to South Carolina to work with Williams. While she wanted opportunities to be on TV, he helped her get an opportunity to work with him as a radio personality, in addition to getting opportunities on camera.
And so I came, we worked middays. Now, he did work on that television show, but we never worked together on the show. But I ended up doing some television. I worked at a WIS. I did awareness right before Craig, got bumped for Craig.
Trey was one of many that got an opportunity to shine through Doug. Following Williams' passing on February 13th, people took to Facebook to express how much he has done for them. Jamal Bates was another person whose life and career was touched by Williams. He hired Bates straight out of high school and would work with him for roughly 7 years. Bates says his training is how he found his next opportunity at WFMV, the only gospel radio station in Columbia.
But I've always wanted to be on the gospel station here in the city of Columbia, and because of Doug's training and him allowing me to get my feet wet, I got that opportunity to work for the only gospel radio station here in Columbia.
Although the local legend is gone, his former colleagues say his legacy will live on forever and never be forgotten.
He was the voice. That voice, Doug Williams, quarterback of radio, that heavy, deep voice. And promoted a lot of businesses that got started here.
There will never be another quarterback of radio like Doug Williams. There'll never be another voice like his. There will never be anyone who has the who had the charisma like he had. He was the quarterback for a reason, and he will be remembered as the quarterback of radio.
He has been instrumental in my life personally and professionally, spiritually also. So the quarterback of radio, Doug Williams, the showgram. There will never be another one like him.
Now, did you guys know that there could be a quarterback of radio? Because I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, listen,
That's
I
cool.
knew it was a thing because I knew Doug. And, you know, to listen to those tributes, just so heartfelt. And that was the thing about Doug. I mean, he had such a smooth voice, and his laugh was just contagious. But most of all, Sam, he just had such a big heart and such a passion for this community and for everyone around him. So that's what I'll truly miss.
Absolutely. And, you know, I kind of learned that just hearing the stories from, you know, Trey, and, you know, some of the colleagues he was able to work with today.
Yeah.
And, you know, just hearing those stories was so compelling. And I really felt like, you know, I kind of got a piece of him, you know, from them today. So I just want to thank them for sharing his story with me today. And it was an absolute pleasure getting to tell his story.
Well, through Trey, Jamal, and Johnny Green, the legacy certainly is strong.
That's right.
Thank you, Sam.
40 years of memories. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Adam Clark with a look at your forecast. Hey, Adam.